Calm down, everyone. These are 5 things potential Toyota Tundra buyers fear about the new truck, and I want to go over each one with you to tell you, no big deal. What's going on, my friends? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting in my gorgeous, brand new 2022 TRD Pro Tundra. I've driven this thing around now for going on 2 weeks, and I'm still very much in love with it. It is still very much brand new, black with the red interior. Can't go wrong. Now, if you're new to the channel, I've also test driven a few other Tundras, press vehicles I had for a week at a time. I test drove a 2022 Limited regular I-Force, a TRD Pro that looked just like this a few months back, and a Capstone. I've also owned quite a few old generation Tundras. So I know there are a lot of people out there going from the old generation to this new generation, which is an absolute ground up remodel. There are a lot of questions and a lot of fears. Today, I want to cover 5 things that are kind of pushing people away a little bit and tell you that a lot of them are really no big deal when you actually get in the truck, sit in it, and drive it. Which brings me to my first point. Make sure you get out there and test drive this truck, especially if you're in the market for it. Buying sight unseen may be something you might not want to do. Some people will love the new truck. Some people will dislike it. The feel is a lot different than the old truck. So if you have the option to test drive, please do. Now, these are in no particular order, but this is one I keep hearing since this new generation Tundra came out. And it's that the truck is way too small on the interior and people won't fit. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, I guess it depends on your height, but I'm 6 foot and I have the pano roof and I have a ton of room above my head. In the back seats, you also have some humps on each side. In the middle, it gets a little tight because of the LED light up top, the dome light, if you will. It's not really a dome anymore, but there are bumps so you could fit back there no problem. You know, there is no head hitting the top issue that I'm having at all. And as far as the cab being smaller, it definitely has shrunk a little bit, but it does not feel small in here. It's not like a Tacoma. There is still plenty of room for people. The driver cockpit area is wide open. I don't feel smushed in at all. And I'm still separated from the passenger, which was very important to me. As far as the passenger seat, also very comfortable over there. And again, the back seat is just fine. Maybe if you have a 7 foot tall person, it might not be a great deal of comfort back there. But overall, the cab did shrink a little bit. There's still a ton of room in the back seat to sit comfortably. And as far as your head hitting, I don't have a problem with that at all. So don't be afraid to get out there and sit in the truck and make sure you and your family will fit. Now, number 2 is too much technology in the truck and on the truck. Now, I will tell you, the new generation Tundra has a lot of technology compared to the old one. There is definitely a lot going on in the truck, but I want to put your fears to rest by telling you, even though there is a lot more going on in here, everything is still very simple to use, and it still very much is a less is more setup in this truck. Yes, definitely a lot more going on, but everything is very simple. There's not a lot of excess buttons. Everything is here for a reason, and everything is extremely simple to understand, especially when you get into the truck and you're in it for a while. It becomes very, very easy to use. As you can see, you get nice big buttons here, which is always a good thing. Everything is not up on the screen like in some manufacturers. A big knob for the power and the volume. Everything, again, very simple to use. A lot more than before, but still no problem. And now we could segue right into the next complaint. The new infotainment screen is unnecessary and distracting. Now, don't get me wrong. A 14-inch screen in a vehicle is something that if you said 10 years ago, people would probably laugh at you. But after driving this truck for a couple weeks now, and some of the other press vehicles, it really isn't a big deal. Distracting? Not at all. Now, you see how it has a black background? Usually that's saved for night, and in the day it has a white background, but I have it set up to be on the black background at all time. But I'm telling you, not distracting at all. As far as using it, it is extremely user-friendly. It's just like the old screen. There's not a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know, definitely not in the distracting level as per what I thought it would be when I first got into a new generation Tundra right away. You don't even notice it's there after a while, but very easy to use. And as far as technology goes, it took 15 minutes to understand how this thing works. So if you're worried about this 14-inch screen, don't be. It's not a big deal. And they also offer an 8.1-inch screen like in the old generation, so you could always go that route. But when you get up into the higher trims, this is a must-have. This is not optional. But down in the SR5 and SR, 8.1-inch screen is available. Okay, on to the next complaint that I'm hearing all the time is the price is too high for what you get. Now, don't get me wrong. Vehicle prices of everything nowadays is insane. But if you look at the Toyota Tundra, it actually fits right into other half tons from other manufacturers as far as pricing. It starts out at a little over $36,000, and then when you get all the way to the top of the trim and the capstone, you're starting around the mid 70s, about $75,000. Now you can build and price these trucks all the way along, you know, with some of the features you want. You could take stuff out. If you're a less is more person and you don't care about all the high-tech stuff and say the capstone or this TRD Pro, you could get a nice high volume SR5 with the TRD off-road package and end up in those low 50 ranges. But I will tell you, as someone who's driven a few of them and someone who used to drive old generation Tundras, you do get a lot in these trucks as far as, you know, being afraid of not getting enough for your money. Again, prices are high on everything, but if you take it and break it down with the other manufacturers out there, the Toyota Tundra fits right in with the other half tons. All right, and last but not least on our top 5 list is the V6 option that is on the Toyota Tundra in this generation now. You get 2 options. You get that 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, the iForce, or you can get the iForce Max, which is that same setup, but it is a hybrid. Now, there's a lot of fears with this because they went from a 5.7 liter V8 that's been around for a very long time to something that may not be as reliable, because as we know, turbos are not the most reliable thing in the world. And now, like I said, they offer a hybrid, which kind of makes people maybe not want to go that direction. You want naturally aspirated. So it's a lot different than it used to be. Can we talk about reliability with this new engine setup yet, or engine setups yet? Not really. In the beginning, they had some problems, wastegate issues, stuff like that, you know, when the truck was first coming out. But halfway through 2022, it looks like they've kind of fixed those problems and we move forward. It's a new generation truck, ground up remodel. Recalls and issues up front are something that happen. But I think after a couple years, you will start to see that the quality and reliability is there. QDR is what Toyota is founded on. It's not something they're going to let fall to the wayside. Mike Swears and the team at Toyota are going to put out the best product possible for you. Now, a lot of people really like that V8 option and wish there was a V8 option in this new generation Tundra. Unfortunately, there's not, but the good news is this hybrid that I'm sitting in right now, and even the regular iForce, is a very nice driving experience. It's a nice high horsepower engine. It's very torquey. It's fun to drive. And it does the job. In this configuration that I'm sitting in right now, the TRD Pro, it could tow upwards of 11,000 pounds. I believe the exact number for this truck is 11,175. So it can do the job, you know, that a truck can do. It's just the mindset of being able to deal with a V6 truck versus a V8 option. So it all comes down to your wants and needs. The driving of the truck, as far as drivability and feel of it, is amazing, very responsive, very fun to drive, very smooth driving vehicle. But everybody's different. Some people like the old school feel of a truck. Some people want all the technology and stuff that is offered in this new generation Tundra and don't mind having a twin turbo setup. It's all going to come down to you as a consumer. But those are 5 things that I hear people talk about quite often on my channel, as far as some of the things that's holding them up. But as we go through this ownership experience, I will keep talking about things I like and dislike along the way. I'm sure there's going to be things I dislike or things that may go wrong with the truck. I hope not, but I'm going to keep you guys up to date and help you in spending your money. You know, I want to make it so you're happy when you spend your money. That's the point of the channel. But here's a little hybrid iForce right here. I mean, the thing's a rocket ship. Just absolutely powerful, smooth, linear, 10-speed transmission. Awesome driving experience. Hopefully the reliability is there long term, and we're talking about and using terms like legendary with this engine setup or these engine setups, like we do with the 5.7 liter V8 Tundra. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I missing any complaints people have out there? Are you an owner of an old gen looking to get into this new gen, but you're kind of waiting? I want to hear from everybody. Go down in the comments. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 @gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe and be well.